Hello fanciers. Welcome back to the Game Dog Caribbean channel. The content you experience here is fictional and for entertainment purposes only, something like a Harry Potter book, or the story of the Avatar, The Last Airbender and content of that nature. Please like, comment, and share this video and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever new content is posted to this channel. For this episode, we will recount the SBK and Viak International Convention Tournament 24 and hunting trials that took place in the summer of 1924. These hog hunts were an effort to place a control on the escalating wild pest population in the area at that time. The farmers and hog hunters had a very good working relationship, and it culminated into events such as the one we will report on today. Show number 1. Viak's Pablo one-time winner versus 0268 MC's Dennis the Menace one-time winner QPA, males, set at 36.5 pounds. Referee, SBK. For this hunt, the VIA was bringing out their one-time winner Pablo to pick up their second ribbon on the trail, while 0268 traveled in with their Dennis hound that picked up the QPA award in impressive fashion on his last outing. At the scale, Viak's Pablo, 36 pounds, 9 ounces. 0268 MC's Dennis, 36 pounds, 5 ounces. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle, with Pablo hitting his hog in the chest while Dennis was figuring out his boar on the other side of the trail. Dennis then got into his boar's chest, driving and shaking, and maintained this hold for about 10 minutes. While Pablo was trying to keep his hog out on the other side of the trail. Pablo got his hog out briefly and shook the head and face, but he could not maintain. Dennis on the other hand got back into his boar's front end and continued to drive and dominate the hunt. A turn was called on Pablo around the 25-minute mark and acknowledged while Dennis was still taking it to his boar. Handles were achieved shortly after and Pablo completed his scratch, but he still had no answer for his wild boar. Handles were achieved again shortly after, and Dennis completed an explosive scratch and continued to hit up his boar in any spot left open. The VIA team eventually threw in the towel at the 29-minute mark and completed a courtesy scratch. Winner, 0268 MC's Dennis the Menace two-time winner QPA in 29 minutes. Show number 2. HGK's Kaisa vs RRKW's Priest one-time winner, males, set at 41.5 pounds. Referee, Viak. For this hunt, the HGK club was bringing out their Kaisa prospect to prevent the RRKW team, who traveled in, from picking up their second ribbon with their Priest dog. At the scale, HGK's Kaisa, 40 pounds, 0 ounces. RRK's Priest, 41 pounds, 8 ounces. Both hunters were on weight, so they made their way to the trails. From the release, both hounds met their hog in the middle, trying to establish dominance, swapping even in the front end. Kaisa then moved to the muzzle, controlling his boar for the next 7 minutes while Priest was driving for his hold in the front end. It was a competitive hunt with no out-of-holds or turns until near the 2-hour mark, when the out-of-hold count was completed with Priest on top and Kaisa to go, and he completed a convincing scratch. They exchanged with their boars for another 20 minutes before handles were achieved again and Priest completed an explosive scratch. The pace slowed down around the 2-hour mark, with Kaisa sticking on his boar's muzzle while Priest was driving for his boar or out of hold. As the hunt went into deep waters, Kaisa was beginning to fade, not doing much with his muzzle holds, and Priest was looking like the stronger animal, going to the stifle and back end and shaking viciously when possible. 2 hours and 20 minutes in, the referee instated a 5-minute no-action rule, and after the time elapsed with no significant movement, Kaisa was up to scratch, but he made one step towards his boar and was counted out. Priest then completed a very explosive scratch to end the hunt, leaving those in attendance in awe. Winner, RRKW's Priest two-time winner in 2 hours and 33 minutes. Show number 3. ADOK's Thor two-time winner versus PWK's Bo. Males, set at 42 pounds. Referee, SBK. For this hunt, the ADO team was bringing out their imported two-time winner to try and pick up their championship ribbon versus PWK's Bo prospect that traveled to this event to secure their first win with him at an advanced age. At the scale, ADOK's Thor, 41 pounds, 9 ounces. PWK's Bo, 42 pounds, 0 ounces. Both hounds were on weight and they made their way to the trail. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle with Bo going to the front end and chest, handling his boar, while Thor was on the other side of the trail trying to keep his boar out by the head. Bo put his boar to the mat and proceeded to shake viciously in the front end while Thor was having a difficult time with his catch but striking the legs on occasion and shaking. Bo was looking like the stronger animal on the hunt and a turn was called and acknowledged on Thor around the 25-minute mark. Handles were achieved shortly after and Thor completed a convincing scratch while Bo continued to dominate his boar on the other side of the trail and demolishing its front end. Handles were achieved again, and Bo completed a bolting scratch and continued to dominate on the hunt, taking out one of his boar's front leg guards. Handles were achieved again near the 40-minute mark and Thor completed a stumbling scratch displaying some deep gameness. Handles were achieved again and Bo completed an explosive scratch, continuing his rampage, and the ADOK team threw in the towel shortly after and Thor completed a courtesy scratch. Winner, PWK's Bo, one-time winner in 42 minutes. SBK and BIAK's International Convention Tournament 24. GIS, RRKW's Priest two-time winner GIS. BIS, 0268 MC's Dennis two-time winner BIS, QPA. Both animals that picked up the BIS and GIS awards traveled to take part in this historical event. Much respect to the evil promoter for inspiring such an epic confrontation. Gone but certainly not forgotten. Thanks to the hunting clubs for providing inspiration for these fictional accounts. Thank you for watching and continue to tune into the Game Dog Caribbean channel. Until next time, the best place to begin is square one, and remember, good dogs are where you find them. Be sure to comment, like and share this video and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we post new content.